Aloha, Michelle Melendez, Blossom Inner Wellness, and I want to do a video on how to stay grounded. So, right now, if you're like me, I mean, all of us around the world are going through such an intense time of fear, an intense time of control, of all kinds of stuff is happening, of grief over maybe a lost loved one, or grief over a lost job, definitely grief over a lost way of life. I'm here to share with you that that way of life that we knew is not coming back. So, what our job is, what our kuleana, as the Hawaiians call it, kuleana, what is ours to do is to create something new. And that starts within us. So, like I said, this video is about how to stay grounded. I was at an event last night and somebody asked me, Michelle, you're doing so much and you're putting a lot of information. I do Hawaii, send out Hawaii Freedom Actions 1 to 2 times a week here on the Big Island of Hawaii. Well, actually, for the whole state. And I said, I get into nature. I get into nature a lot. And here's the thing with that, and with our emotional human journey that we must remember, we must wake up to. And it's not even must. I don't like that word must, because must and should and need to, those are all fighting. Those are all pushing towards something. And it's like makes it hard. We must do something. We have to do something. We need to do something. I should do that. That all makes it hard. But here's the thing. This can actually be a much easier ride than what we're giving it, what we're doing, and what's happening in our life. We can actually be in the boat of our life and more easily flow through the rapids, a lot more easier than sometimes that we're doing, and including myself. So, and I know I'm kind of jumping around, but I want to share a few things. First thing I want to share before I get into how to stay grounded, how to stay in balance. And after this video, you will have keys and tips that you can do, and you will feel a lot better. So stay with me on this. But last night I had a dream of a haunted house. I dreamt that I went through a really large haunted house that was super clean. And it's like I had some girlfriends with me, but I didn't know who they were in the dream. I knew who they were, but not in real life. I don't know who they were. But it was a haunted house. Again, it was super clean, and we were going through a lot of different bedrooms. And then we were going through a bathroom, a huge bathroom with a bunch of stalls. And I was leading the pack, and I was like, I was afraid, but I was like, I wanted this. So, I mean, dreams are dreams, right? I knew that I needed to go through the house with my friends together, and that by us going through this haunted house, it would shift the energy of the house, and the house wouldn't be haunted, because this house was beautiful. This house was super clean on the inside, but it was definitely had an energy of fear. There was a lot of fear in the house. And so I'm in this bathroom with a bunch of stalls, and I knew, okay, I have to go through all of the area. So I have to get to the end of the bathroom, which is a white wall. It had tiles, and I can't believe I can remember everything that happened in this dream, because normally I can't, but I'm getting better at it. I'm remembering more my dreams more and more. Um, so I knew I had to get to the wall in the back. So I was like, okay. I looked at my girlfriends and I was like, come with me. So I'm walking there, and I'm in the front and they're in the back, and I touched the wall, and I was like, okay, this area is cleared. This area feels better now. We brought in our energy, our frequency into this bathroom that is haunted, in this haunted house. And now we raised the elevation, and this was all going wrong very quickly in my head. Now we raise the frequency of this area, of this room. So now it feels better. Okay, good. So then I walk out, and then people start coming out. And before, there wasn't anybody in the house. And now people start coming out, and they're regular people, but their minds are kind of like not mentally ill, but lost. Like their minds are lost. And we sit in a circle in the room, and this room was really big. It's beautiful. It was really, really clean, which was good, but still the energy of being a haunted house was there. So we sit in this circle, and I say, okay, I have this huge camera, this like screen. It wasn't a camera, it was like a screen, and there was lights. And I say, okay, we're gonna meditate. And these people are just sitting there, just kind of like blank faces. And I knew that they could come back. I knew they could come back because it felt like the whole house at one time was like a mental institution or something. But I knew that these people could come back. So I had this screen, and I put it up to one of the lights, and it took like a shot of this light that was huge. It was huge inside the screen. This light was in the screen, and I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to meditate. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this light. And then every single time another thought comes into your head about fear, you're going to look at the light. And then you're going to breathe and go back into sitting in your space and closing your eyes. And then if that thought comes in about fear, you're going to look at the light. And this was all in my dream. So I just remember this really clearly. And it was a huge circle of men and women all together. And we were meditating together. And every single time a thought came in, look at the light. Let the frequency of the light come into your body. Close your eyes again. Drop into your personal body. Okay, another thought of fear comes up. Look at the light. So that frequency was starting to shift their body. The frequency was starting to shift the energy of everybody in the room. And then I woke up. So then I was like, okay, I got to do a video on this. This is crazy. Then I was looking up online. What does a haunted house mean? Haunted house means that around you, whatever is fearful things, is fear, especially if you go into the house, that around your life is fearful things. And it really depends on, was the house clean or was the house dirty? This house was really clean. Every single room we went into was really nice. So that also had significance in the sense that our life is really amazing. Like what is happening in the world is beautiful, but the frequency is fear. And the frequency and the energy of our world right now is fear, but the world, in a sense, is beautiful. So I loved that. And then the bathroom, the significance of the bathroom was, what's in the bathroom? Release, freedom, cleanliness, so cleaning. So it was like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is inspiration, releasing, feeling better in your body. So I was super, super excited about that. And so that's one thing I wanted to share around that. So no matter what you're going through, we're going to get through this. We are seriously, seriously going to get through this. And you have to understand that your body is a frequency of light. Your body's a frequency. So whatever emotion you're holding in your body is going out into the field. And this is not about making you right or wrong or good or bad at all, because you're going through a very normal human experience right now. Nobody in the history of the world has gone through such an intense time on a global scale as we are now. This intensity is meant to be here on the planet right now. We're supposed to go through this. Every single one of us chose to be here at this time in history. We chose to go through this. We have what it takes to make it through. And even if you're ill right now and you're not feeling good in your body, I'm going to give you, we're going to do a meditation / prayer at the end that will bring in more healing into your body. And I'll be doing that in a moment, well, in a few minutes or so. But the biggest thing I want to share in this segment is that you're not your body. You are a frequency of light. Your body is made of the earth. Just like a tree that grows from a very small seed, like a teeny weeny seed in the earth with pressure around it, with the dirt, the darkness that's around that seed. And the seed knows how to grow to the light, and it knows how to become a beautiful oak tree or pine tree or whatever it is. And just that intelligence that tells that little bitty acorn, hey, start growing, start becoming this tree. And it starts to becoming growing huge, like the redwoods in California, which are hundreds of years old. Hundreds. Some of them, I think, are so big around. They're here many hundreds of years. That information is in your body. Your body is part of the earth. You are literally a flora and fauna of the earth, conscious of itself, walking. Your frequency is connected to the earth. This is why when you get in nature, it feels so good. When you get in nature and you just stand there and you just let the sun shine on your face, what is the sun doing to our plants? It is growing them to the light. The heat, the energetic frequency, the light is literally growing our plants. It is growing your body. It is elevating the frequency of your body. It is helping your body to be more healthy. It is helping release stress. What is stress? A lower frequency. Stress is a lower frequency. That's why one of the best things you can do if you're depressed is sit out in the sun, let the sun shine on your face for 1 or 2 minutes a day and breathe in the frequency. Even if you're just at the window, you don't even have to be outside. The sun is a vibrational frequency. It is a huge ball of gas, but it's frequency that's hitting the planet, light frequency. And what is this empty space that's around us, which I talk about a lot? This is electromagnetic. We're walking through an electromagnetic field. So it's like fish going through water. They don't know that they're swimming through water. They're just swimming, right? That's just their life. They don't know it's water. We don't know that we're walking through an electromagnetic field. That's what we walk through. This is electromagnetic field that I'm literally walking through. So what is this? This empty space is a frequency field that feels, connects, is a better word, connects to my frequency. So whatever it is I'm feeling in my body goes into this field. Why is that important? Because you watching this video right now are sitting in the middle of empty space. And I'm sitting in the middle of empty space. We're connected right now. Even if you're watching the video and I'm off somewhere else, we're still connected. That means my frequency is literally touching your frequency. So as you feel into, okay, what is it that I'm feeling right now? Okay, I'm feeling sad, afraid, angry, frustrated, happy, contentment, whatever it is. This is a normal human feeling. Let yourself feel it. Don't make it right or wrong, or don't try to fix it. Because anytime you say there's something wrong with me, that is a programming that is saying something's wrong with you. You have to fix something about yourself. You don't have to fix anything about yourself. Do we make mistakes? Yes. And then we choose to say, okay, I made a mistake, or we choose to ignore. I'm not even going to pretend I made a mistake. That frequency will affect what happens in your life, but it's still a frequency. Everything's a frequency. So for me, breathing into my body and going, okay, this is where I'm at right now. It's okay. This is a normal human experience in this normal human body. And I'm going to breathe into this. And then I'm going to get into nature. And then I'm going to let the sun shine on my face. You know, my friend who asked me, how do I stay grounded when I am putting out so much information and it's really hard right now and I'm staying positive all the time. I'm light. And I have to say, I'm not always light. The other day I did something. I was triggered majorly, and I sent a text to a friend that was really rude and mean. And I was like, at the time, I was fighting with myself. Don't send it. Send it. You know, and I was like, I'm sending it. So I sent it. And then I was like, oh my God. Like an hour later, I was like, oh my God, I totally sent that text. I can't believe I did that. I totally apologized. And I was like, I was such an asshole. I'm so sorry. So this happens to me too. The only difference is that I don't dwell on it for days and even hours. Like that was a short amount of time. It might have been an hour or two because I was really in the triggeredness. I was very triggered. And I'll talk about triggers on another video. But what happens with me is I can see the trigger a lot more quicker. Instead of it being days or months or years living in that frequency of anger and remembering so-and-so did this to me and now I'm mad forever. It's like, no, I see that trigger and I go, oh my gosh, I was totally triggered. That really hurt. And I was really angry about that. Okay. And that's the story that I made up about what happened. And that was my reaction. Okay. Do I know with 100 million% certainty that I needed to act that way and that she was being a certain way and that meant she disrespected me? Do I know with 100% certainty that that was true? No. That was a story I made up in my head that created a trigger that I responded to. And now I have to go back and clean up my mess that I made with my friend, which we all do, right? So this life is about emotional expansion from the trauma of our past. And the trauma from our past comes from relationships. So relationships with your family, relationships with your boss, relationship with your siblings, your partner, all of that. Who you are in the world is not who you think you are. You are actually a sequence of emotional addictive behaviors of who you think you are. So I know this is deep stuff, and this is not, I wasn't going to do this video this long, but let me just go into that super quickly, and I think I'll do another video on that. Who you think you are is literally emotional addictions from your past trauma, because that's all you know. It's like somebody says something, your boss says you have to do a mandatory vaccine, and something inside you goes, this isn't right. But you are going to react to that based on your emotional trauma. Maybe, okay, all of your emotional trauma in the past was of, let's say you're a woman, was of a small girl who just did what she was told out of fear because, you know, she would get hurt if she didn't do what she said or they said or something like that. So your part of you goes, I need to do what they say because that's what feels normal. That's what I've always done. And then another part of you goes, this doesn't feel right. I don't want to do this. But what do I do? What power do I have? So that is what's called emotional expansion. When you look at the normal way you react to something and you look at it in a different way, and then you start to breathe into your body and you go, wait a minute, what else can I do? How else can I be with this situation where I would normally say yes, because that's what I'm used to doing. But now I want to stay. I don't want something injected into my body that I don't know what it is. Now what do I do? That's emotional expansion. It's like, okay, how can I be with this familiar situation of someone telling me what to do? And normally I would say yes, because that's what I'm programmed to do. But I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be sovereign and free in my own body to choose what I put in my body. So how can I be with the same situation and act differently? And that is emotional expansion. You are literally expanding out of your old programmed patterns. That's where all of us are at right now. So regardless of if you took the V or if you don't believe in taking the V, this happens with any situation. It can happen with your children, with your partner, with your parents, siblings, whatever it is. Who you think you are is only programmed emotions that you're addicted to from past trauma. And everything is up right now to be seen for what it truly is, what's happening in the world. We need to see what's really happening, why our governments are doing this, why they have put so much fear in the media instead of telling us ways to boost our immune system and telling us that this C19 is actually patented. It actually has a patent. It actually was created, and 77 patents to be precise. So why? Why did they do this? That's what's up right now, to be seen by the human population, to be seen by the world. So take a deep breath. This is an intense time. We're going to get through this. We are getting through this because every single one of us has chosen to be here at this time in history. Every single one of us has something for us to do, and it comes from our heart. And that's what's called, what is your kuleana? My kuleana on being in the big island of Hawaii, what is mine to do, what's my responsibility for my heart, is to put out these videos, to connect with my friends and family, and for me to stay grounded as much as possible, and to trust and know in with every single fiber of my being, the light is here on earth. The light has won. The light is revealing all of the darkness. It's revealing everything. And that we get through this. We get through this. And we get through this by loving ourselves, by loving each other, by being kind, by taking responsibility when we're not kind, like me when I sent that text. It was horrible, horrible. But I'm trying to clean it up, because I'm not perfect. None of us are. And to remember that our frequency, the frequency of what we hold, the feelings of what we hold, matters to not only ourselves, not only our lives, but to the world. So let's do a grounding visualization / meditation. And I want you just to allow yourself to be wherever you're at without trying to fix yourself at all. There's nothing to fix about you. Before we do that, I do private sessions. If you're interested, check the link below. Also, I do this with my own time. If you want to buy me a coffee, you're welcome to buy me a coffee below. I'd greatly appreciate that. And if not, if you just found this information informative, please share the video, like and share it. I'd greatly appreciate that, or make a comment. I'd so appreciate that as well. So I just love you so much because you're here with me on this planet, and we are supposed to be here right now. We are elevating the frequency of the planet. The planet, her own frequency is elevating naturally because of the area in space that we're going through. It's a very different area in space. It's actually on a geometric shape, on a geometric kind of corner that has more energy. So the planet herself is elevating her frequency. We are part of that planet. Our frequencies are elevating. And let's drop in and utilize that frequency upgrade to stay grounded and to feel a lot better. So let's do that right now. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath into your body. And just let yourself feel whatever it is that you've been feeling. Fear, if you're not feeling well, whatever it is, anger or contentment. I know all of us are going through it right now. So again, take a deep breath and let yourself feel whatever it is you're feeling, and just acknowledge, this is a normal human feeling. I'm in a human body. This is a normal human feeling. Most people on the world, if not all people on the world, have felt this feeling. I'm not alone. Breathe into that. Good. Now on this next inhale, I want you to hold your breath. I want you to take a really big deep breath and hold it. Breathe all the oxygen in. Hold. Give it 5. Holding, feeling, noticing the tension, noticing the tenseness of this breath. Hold, and now release it. And feel the release. And again, 2 more times like that. I want you to breathe in all the way. Breathe all the way. Breathe. Hold. And let the tension build in your body. Let the intensity build in your body. And release. One more time. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Feel the tension. Feel the intensity of holding your breath in your body. And release it. And now notice how your body naturally goes back to a normal rhythm. Heart rate is beating, lungs contracting and expanding. The body knows how to go back to a normal rhythm. The body, cells of your body are having billions of reactions per second to keep you alive. As you're sitting up, you're contracting muscles. You don't have to ask them to contract. They're happening for you. Everything is being done for you right here, right now. Now, I want you to recognize, acknowledge your journey in this life. I want you to acknowledge where you were born, what your birth was like. I had a very hard birth. I wasn't breathing when I was born. Just recognize it, not making it right or wrong or good or bad. That was what happened. And now go through your life slowly, acknowledging what you've gone through that has created your personality, that has created the programming and the emotional addictions, conditioned patterns that make you who you think you are. And just notice, without making it right or wrong, were you bullied? Can you not make that wrong or right or good or bad? Can you just notice it as an experience that happened in your past? It's not happening now. I was bullied. Was there sexual, emotional trauma in your physical abuse? You're not alone. You're not alone. Just notice it as an observer without trying to fix it or make it right or wrong or good or bad or make any stories about it. Just watch it like an observer. Slowly coming up to your teens. What happened as you were a teenager? Just recognize it and notice it as an experience. So coming back, noticing anything that's happened to you in your past 20s, whatever age you are, 30s, I'm in my 40s, 40s, if you're older, 50s, all the way up to your present time. Just notice what happened without making it wrong. Be the observer of your life. Be the observer of the emotional, conditioned patterns that leave you today thinking and acting a certain way. And now recognizing, in this moment, recognize that those patterns of emotional reactions that you have today come from everything you've experienced in your life. And just be the observer of it. There's nothing to fix about it. It's just who you are in this lifetime, on the planet, right here, right now. And now, send yourself compassion and complete understanding, because only you really know what you've gone through. Only you really understand your life journey. So send yourself compassion and understanding for everything you've gone through that was really challenging. And I was going to say sucked. It hasn't been easy. And in fact, sometimes it's been extremely hard. So send yourself compassion and understanding. And now send yourself compassion and understanding for right here, right now. In this present moment. Because even now is not easy. And things may be even more challenging. But you are here at this time in history. And something inside of you brought you here, brought your awareness, your consciousness, and who you are in the world to this moment in time. You are fully taken care of. Your heart is beating itself right here, right now. Your lungs are expanding and contracting right here, right now. You don't have to ask your body to run itself. It is taking care of you in this present moment, right here, right now. You are safe and you are taken care of. So I want you to take a deep breath into the knowingness that you are safe and you are taken care of. Take a deep breath and let yourself feel safe and feel taken care of in this present moment, right here, right now. Just let it go. Just let any worries, any fears, any anxiety go from your body. You can pick them up later. Just in this moment, give yourself a little bit of peace. And now notice right here, right now, in this present moment, no matter where you are on the planet, the sun is slowly going across the sky. Right now. Right now, the tides are running in the ocean. Right now. Right now, there's waves crashing on the shore, and gently caressing the shore. Right now. Right now, a turtle popped its head out of the water for some air. Right now. Right now, there's wind blowing through the trees and making soft sounds. Right now, you have more than enough air to breathe as you inhale into your body the infinite intelligence of possibilities from the electromagnetic frequency of the empty space that surrounds me and surrounds you and is connecting all people, all sentient beings around the planet. We are all connected through this electromagnetic field of empty space that we walk through every day. So I want you to feel into your body, give yourself permission to feel connected to all humans on the planet, because we are. None of us are ever alone. We are connected through this field of electromagnetic frequency. And this field of electromagnetic frequency holds infinite possibilities. So right now, as you sit here, being safe, feeling taken care of, give yourself permission to feel the unity, the harmony, the peace of all humans on the planet together right now. Give yourself permission to feel the unity and harmony that we have with the earth herself. Give yourself permission to feel the elevated frequency of love, unconditional love, and forgiveness for everything that is happening right now, for everything that you have done, for everything I have done that didn't show love to another person, regardless of their beliefs. You don't have to agree with everything I say. You don't have to agree with everything other people believe. But in this moment, allow yourself to feel unity with humanity. That we all together want safety for each other, for ourselves, for our family, for our friends, for our animals and pets. That together we want peace. That together we want harmony with each other and with the planet. We want clean oceans, clean soil, clean food. We want our children to be safe. We want to feel safe and secure. All of us together in a unified field of one human race. So right now, feel that frequency of light energy that is coming from your body of light into the electromagnetic frequency field of empty space. It's coming from my body, even if you're watching the video, coming from all humans on the planet, coming from all sentient beings, coming from all flora and fauna, the trees outside, the plants, every single thing on the earth has a frequency, even the rocks, even the metal, even the wood, even plastic, it has a frequency. So right now, feel that frequency of one humanity, of one human race, of one earthly frequency of light pulsating out of the earth, a frequency out into the galactic field, into our solar system, that this planet is free, at peace, in harmony, that we live in safety and security, in love, unconditional love for ourselves and for each other, and of forgiveness of ourselves and each other. And that we pulse, the earth pulses one heartbeat of peace, harmony, unity, safety, and security. Breathe into that. Knowing all is well, give yourself a break. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. So thank you so much for joining. Please share, like this video. If you want to buy me a coffee, the link is below. I just so honor your journey. You're meant to be here at this time in history with me. Much love and much aloha to you.